everybody for coming to tonight's evening. Sorry for the late start. The meeting before us took longer than we expected, so it took us longer to set up. So we apologize for the delay. Before I open the meeting totally, I want to take this moment to congratulate Samantha and her new husband that took their nuptials on December 13th. Congratulations to the newlyweds. Anyways, okay, with that, Samantha, will you please take roll call, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance?
Blackstock South, Chris Bissonette. Here. Bryce Canyon North, John Hike. Here. Cabrillo, Juan Carrillo. Here. Carriage Squill, Vilma Contreras. Channel Islands, Tom McNally. Cypress, Noemi Corpus. East Village, Ronald Arwejo. Here. Fremont South, Kim Winch. Hobson Park East, Roger Poirier. Kamala Park, Robert Lucio. Here. La Colonia, Daniel Alvarez. Here. Lemonwood East Mont, Larry Stein. Here. Orchard Park, Diana Velzy.
Here.
Oxnard Dunes, Lisa Hewitt. Here. Oxnard Shores, Walt Hagedum. Here. Pleasant Valley Estates, Rosanna Biggerstaff. Here. Redwood, Patrick Harlan. Rio Lindo, Sandy Diaz. Here. River Park, Paul Schneblin. Here. Rose Park, Alfonso Arroyo. Here. Seaview Estates, Isaac Califf. Here. Sierra Linda, Sergio Garcia. South Bank, Deb Arevalo. Here. South Winds, Yenet Maravilla. Via Marina, Doug Tauber. Here. West Village, Michael Gleason. Wilson, Angela Whitecomb. Here. Windsor North, River Ridge, Brian Landers. Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Samantha. Let's stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can everybody hear that noise in the background? Is that coming through the speakers or? It's outside. Oh, then could we actually close the doors maybe then? It could be distracting to the people in the back. Thank you. Okay, approval of minutes. Subject, the minutes of the meeting of November 5th, 2025, recommendations, motions to approve. So please take a few moments and read the minutes. And anybody can make a motion. Don't read, let people read. Okay, I'll entertain any motions. Okay, and do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion to approve by Doug Tauber, is seconded by Lisa Hewitt, as written. Everybody who's in agreement to approve the minutes as written, please say aye. Aye. Anybody against? Okay, minutes of, what date is it? December 3rd, 2025 have been approved as written. Yeah. Public comments. At this time, a person may address the INCO on matters within the subject matter jurisdiction of the INCO. The INCO cannot enter into a detailed discussion or take any action on any items presented during public comments at this time. Such items may only be referred to the executive secretary for administrative action or scheduled on a subsequent agenda for discussion. Public comments on items on the agenda will be considered at the time of consideration of the agenda item. The presiding officer shall limit public comments to 3 minutes. And I believe we do have some public comments in the audience here. And if they would like, they can come up here and stand over here at the mic. She can stand there. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for letting us be here today. So my name is Molly. I am a co-president of the Oxnard Dental Hygiene School Junior cohort. We're excited to share a little bit about our dental hygiene clinic and how we serve the community. And some of my cohort back there is going to be passing out some flyers, if that's okay.
That's okay. Just
For
silent or quiet.
Okay.
Yes.
Silently passing out flyers to you guys. Thank you, Diana, for letting us be here today. Our clinic is a teaching clinic, which means that all care is provided by dental hygiene students who are closely supervised by licensed dental hygienists and dentists at every step, so care is thorough, safe, and high quality. One of the things that makes our clinic so special is our mission to provide affordable dental care, to serve our local community, and to help people who may not have dental insurance or regular access to dental services. We offer a range of preventative dental services, including comprehensive oral health exams, dental cleanings, dental x-rays, oral cancer screenings, gum disease assessments, fluoride treatments, sealants, and health education. Our appointments are more detailed than typical dental office visits because we are still learning, so we take our time and focus on your overall health and not just your teeth. And one of the best parts is that the cost is very low cost, typically ranging around $20 to $40, depending on what you need in the appointment. There's no dental insurance required, and this makes dental care accessible for students, families, seniors, and anyone on a budget in the community. By coming to our clinic, you're not just taking care of your smile, you're also supporting the education of us in your community and helping everyone around. Our contact information is on the flyers, and if you'd like to contact me directly, you can text or call me. My phone number, if that's okay if I can say that, is 805-941-0845. Again, 805-941-0845. And if you need extra flyers for your community, these are just being passed out so you can let others know in your neighborhoods that we're available to help them. And we are just so grateful for the opportunity that you gave us. And we understand that you guys care immensely about the community, and it's been very evident with Diana really making the effort to be there for me and making sure that I'm here and representing what we are doing. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the things that you do. And if you want to leave a few extra flyers up here for us up here, that'd be great. And we can call you for extra flyers. Is that correct?
Yes, that would be great.
Because this would be beneficial for those that can't really afford.
Yeah, that was just great news for me because I just went to the dentist today to get my teeth cleaned.
Yes.
I retire in about 2 weeks, and I'm going to lose my dental insurance.
Oh, there we go.
Right, and I'm thinking, how am I going to pay for my next appointment? So I thank you very much. That's great.
Oh, thank
That's great
you. Yay, I'm so happy about that. Thank you guys so much for letting us be here.
Thank you for coming. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Diana.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Public comment? Go ahead.
Good evening, Council. My name is Juan Carrillo. I'm the chair of the Cabrillo neighborhood. And I just wanted to bring something to your attention. I also plan to bring it up for future discussion. But I spoke to a resident of my neighborhood, and my understanding is that this is a pervasive issue that I bring forward to you. It deals with something that we all sort of use every day, that we rely on, and it is the safety of our mailboxes. So, talking to this resident that their mailbox had been broken into. I guess the thieves, the common scheme is that they make fake keys and then they enter the mailboxes. So then there'll be mailboxes that are wide open, mail strung about. And this individual was impacted, that I won't get into details, but if you can just imagine what you receive in the mail, right? People get medications, people get formal legal documents. As an attorney, I can assume sometimes that you got that document if it's in your mail. But in this case, a lot of things are going missing, stolen, mail tampering, federal crime, right? So that's kind of my wish, that we continue to discuss this, to come up with solutions to keep the safety of our mailboxes, intact. And so I'm definitely looking forward to everyone's cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you. What neighborhood are you from? Cabrillo?
Cabrillo.
Of course, okay. Oh, I know. Now I get it. What, pardon?
Can I ask you a question? What has been the main thing that they're taking? Are they just anything random, or are they looking for something specific?
No, that details that I have is nothing specific, but sometimes mail is sort of just like pulled out and taken. Sometimes it's discarded in the street. So I don't
They're
understand.
looking for checks or any packages or?
That would be a good guess to make though, but I'm not sure. This individual, they told me that it was a lot of important documents.
Wow.
They do look for checks and.
Yeah, that's actually a federal offense.
Right?
Right.
In our neighborhood, there's a lot of on-house. so
We
we've
can't
had a
really
lot
go
of
into a lot of discussion,
And-
but ask a question if you have a
that. We
question.
got working mailboxes.
All right.
So
Yep.
do
And
they.
then like Doug mentioned, federal stuff, federal jurisdiction. Also our postmasters, they're supposed to help us with that, but I have not gotten a lot of updates or feedback on their involvement. So we could start building that bridge. That'd be great.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Any more public comments? Anybody online? No? Yep, right there. Yeah, that's okay.
So I just wanted to share a little bit of good news today because it's been a bad news kind of day. Campus Park is going out to bid and the job walk was today. So there's going to be movement. So just kind of something cool, a park that was promised is happening. So just wanted to let y'all know.
Well, that's pretty good. Thank you for that good news. Anybody else for public comments? No? Okay, I thought there was going to be one more person, but, okay, so let's move on. Item D, new business, subject, INCO Executive Board. Recommendations that the 2025 INCO Executive Board receive certificates of appreciation, and that the 2026 INCO Executive Board, is sworn into office by Mayor Louis MacArthur. And with that, I guess we'll have everybody come as they're recognized, or how would you like to do it? Stand up here, or?
So Dan, if what I can do is if you want to come down, I do have some certificates of appreciation. But first of all, I just want to sincerely and genuinely thank the executive leaders of the INCO for all your work during this calendar year. As I certainly know, many that are here know that it's your volunteer hours. It's people like yourself that make such a significant difference in our city. It's leaders like yourself that take the initiative. Only you know the sacrifices you make to be here where you could be somewhere else. So I just thank you on behalf of myself and the entire council for all the countless hours that you've given to the INCO to strengthen the INCO, to guide its decisions, to strengthen the neighborhood councils, and to make us as a city much better. So it is my honor to present all of you with this certificate. So if you want to maybe come down one by one.
You want to come up here and then we can meet you?
Sure, yeah.
Or you want to come back here? I mean, I don't care which.
Yeah, we can do that. Why don't we do that, Diana? I'll just go up there.
Okay.
It's easier, and I'll just present it to all of you.
And then,
And if anybody wants to take any photos or anything, you're welcome to come in between here and take some photos. It's almost like this. I wish we had a budget and might present all of you with a really nice watch or something. But we do have this beautiful certificate. I'm just going to read Diana's, and all of them are the same, but this is what we composed. The certificate of appreciation is for Diana, whereas the City Council of the City of Oxnard wishes to extend its sincere appreciation to Diana for the dedication and contributions to the Inter-Neighborhood Council, Organization, Executive Board, and whereas Ms. Valziz's unwavering commitment has made a significant impact in improving the lives of every Oxnard resident, one neighborhood at a time. Now therefore, the City Council of the City of Oxnard presents this certificate of appreciation to Diana and extends its best wishes for success in all future endeavors. A witness thereof, I, Louis MacArthur, Mayor, the proud Mayor of the City of Oxnard, on behalf of the entire City Council, have hereunto set my hand and caused this great seal of our City of Oxnard to be affixed on the 7th day of January 2026.
Thank you.
Absolutely my honor to
Thank
give to
you
you.
very much.
Absolutely. Thank you. And Lisa, this is for you. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Christopher? You're Christopher. This is for you, sir. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Did you want to get a photo of him?
Oh, yeah, we're,
Here, come on over here, Chris.
yeah. And, well, yeah, for you. And this for Doug? Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Chris. It's really wonderful.
Yeah. And maybe at the end, we'll all group together and take a nice group photo. Alfonso, this is for you. Dear friend, it's an absolute honor to present this to you. Okay.
Thank you thank you,
Absolutely.
2025 Executive Board members. And
You did it. We'll do it.
thank you, 2025 Executive Board members, and I have loved working with you guys all. And we'll continue to work together. So,
If you guys all just want to come in for, Elias, want to go right in? Yeah. We'll take a really nice photo.
That's it.
Yeah, come on in, come on in.
that's good.
If you're okay, we're going to publish this in our local magazine.
Oh, just don't make, just erase my face. Strawberries. Big strawberries. If you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Just,
You three. You can go to Dan.
okay, here, then she should go in the
Get
middle.
on one side. There you go.
Yeah, no, you can be on this side.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2. What do you mean? Cheese. All right.
I'm not sure.
One more.
One more?
One more. And 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Elisa, what's this one?
We do have a short recess after the swearing in, so we can take more photos at that
Sure.
point.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Let's just take one last one right here. For the magazine.
Okay, thank you. All right, now for the swearing in, right?
Should we do this after recess? Okay. Okay. And now I want to take this moment to do the oath of office, the swearing in for the next executive leadership team of the INCO, for the executive board. So if I can have, we're going to do it all at once. If I can have Diana, who will continue to be the chair of the INCO, Lisa Hewitt, and then we have Isaac as well. Yeah, could you? Actually, I'm just trying, I'm having a difficult time switching. I see Daniel's here, and then Doug. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the oath of office, and you can just raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me, okay? So when I say I, you just say your name, okay? All right, here you go. So I do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith in allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and to the Constitution of the State of California, that I will uphold the principles, the purposes, and the bylaws of the INCO, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties about which I'm about to enter. Okay, you're sworn into office. Thank you. No, thank you all.
All right, we're going to take a 15-minute break, and we'll be back in about 15.
So we'll resume the meeting around 7:05 p.m.
And if you want, I'm going to go to the desk here and sign the oath of office. And if you can just follow me, just quickly sign them as well, okay?
Oh, shit.
Nobody heard that.
Everybody saw it.
Everybody saw it. We got it on video too,
Call me
right?
Frank.
Let's,
I have it on video.
Always. I'm gonna get it.
I'd like to call the meeting back to order. It's now 7:10 p.m. And with that, I'd like to move on to item 2, parade and festival final report, recommendations. Before I open up and request for you to come up and if you want to make a statement, but I'm going to go ahead and read this. That the INCO general membership received an update from the parade and festival subcommittee, followed by open discussion. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to everyone who helped organize and participate in the Tamale Festival and the Downtowners Christmas Parade. These events were wonderful, a wonderful success because of the teamwork, dedication, and community spirit shown by so many. Thank you to all the neighborhood chairs who marched in the parade, as well as to those chairs who were unable to walk but thoughtfully sent representatives on behalf of their neighborhoods. Your participation ensured strong and inclusive community representation. A special thank you to Samantha Shapiro for streamlining the coordination process between INCO, the Tamale Festival, and the Downtowners Christmas Parade. Your efforts made collaboration seamless and effective. I would also like to recognize the planners and facilitators who made these events possible. Rainey Stefan, Lisa Hewitt, Larry Stein, Walter Hegedem, Doug Tauber, Sandy Diaz, and Jamie, I'm probably going to demolish his name, Jamshidi, our classic car guy. Additionally, thanks to our new member, Juan Carrillo, for stepping in and contributing. Special thanks to Larry Stein, Walter Hagedum, and Juan Carrillo for helping Rainey set up the booth at the Tamale Festival and for manning the outreach booth in the morning while others were walking in the parade. A special acknowledgement goes to Walter Hagedum for connecting us with Jamie Jamshidi, who then recruited and signed up classic car owners from districts across the city of Oxnard, an outstanding contribution to the event. Finally, heartfelt thanks to Rainey Stefan for leading us to success in both events. The time, effort, forethought, and exceptional time management that went into organizing these activities truly showed, and it did not go unnoticed. Thank you all again for your hard work, collaboration, and commitment to our community. And with that, Rainey.
Thank you. That's very kind. Appreciate you. So I do have, at Diana's request, she wanted me to read what was on the submission. So this is what was read as the entry was going past. INCO, Inter-Neighborhood Council Organization, rolls in representing every neighborhood in Oxnard. 9 merry vehicles, 1 united city. Each car is decked out for the holidays, spotlighting the unique spirit of our neighborhoods while celebrating what we share: pride, safety, and community. Look for your neighborhood name and give it a big wave and a shout. INCO connects residents with resources, empowers local voices, and champions projects that make our blocks brighter year-round. Today, we are just extra jovial about it. From north to south, east to west, this caravan says every street matters and every neighbor counts. Happy holidays from INCO, where 9 festive rides carry on one merry message. Oxnard shines brightest when we all shine together. And they were kind enough And they were kind enough, most of them. We had 3 booths where the entries were read, and most of them did read off every neighborhood sign, which was really cool. It was nice to hear. And we had signs from every neighborhood, and yeah, all of that went pretty well. Now, what I do like to do, and stop me if this doesn't work for you guys. So, like, after every event, I like to do a good, bad, missing, and confused list. So, if somebody else could take some notes, because these are my notes, but we can add as we go here. So so everybody loved the cars. That was like, and the drivers of the cars were well known, and so there were a lot of people interacting. It really was cool to see. And the car guys were easy to work with. Jamie was amazing, and then everybody that brought a vehicle was really cooperative, and they were just very kind. So all of that was great. And then Walt made that connection, and so he deserves a crown for that. That was terrific. At the festival, the good part about that was we made so many great connections. It really was great. And it was incredible to educate people on what we do, which was the whole purpose, right? We wanted to generate that interest and really get people involved. And I think that part was truly a success. So then we go on to the bad part. So the waiting, and this is just very personal for me, but I know it affected a lot of people. The waiting was really difficult. There were a lot of unknowns about the interworkings of the parade. It was hot for the day that it was. There was no shade. There was no place to sit, and so that was all just a little. And that was part of the confused part too, I think. So that wasn't great. And then also the kind of the organization coming up to it. We just didn't have enough hands on deck to really do everything efficiently. And so my plan was, because I knew we were going to have more volunteers at the event, that I could create a prototype for what the finished signs should look like, and then people could help do that. And that didn't pan out so well. So that organization part of it needed to be better. What was missing? I think that at the park, at the festival, we need more giveaways. We need more things that we can hand out with our data on them. So we had QR codes there, but I think maybe we need to send QR codes home. So maybe postcards or something like that. I'd hate to do a postcard for every neighborhood, but we did have the QR code just like on the new banner that goes directly to the interactive map. So then they can find their chair. We do need more volunteers as a whole there. It would have been great to have more volunteers at both sites, right? Because we wanted the 50 walkers and we didn't have that. It all worked out, but we would need at the park more Spanish-speaking volunteers. I think that would be super key to make sure that we do communicate clearly and appropriately. We got it done, but it would just be easier if we had more Spanish-speaking volunteers. So that was part of that. Confused was just more the setup and the staging. We don't have a lot of control over that, but my thought was, if this is something that you want to do again next year, perhaps setting up a private Facebook group where we could communicate that information and we're not having to text multiple people. Some central way of communicating would have made it a lot easier, a lot more efficient. So everybody had one place to look and they could find a map and they could do all of those things. If anybody else has anything to add on those, that would be awesome. But that is my review.
Thank you so much, Rainey. If ever anybody has questions, people might have questions or comments, come up to this mic over here, because otherwise people online can't hear you. So if anybody has I saw some hands go up, so. Go over here to the mic. I thought you, Angela, I thought you had. You don't want to talk to all of us?
Get rid of my. Here, you want to take your place? Is that what you wanted me for? No. Take your place.
So the downtowners put on the parade, and they are also short volunteers. And Rainey, you did such a wonderful job, and you took excellent notes. I would appreciate it if you could email them to me, and I will more than happily give them to my husband, who sits on that board, and he could take it back to the downtowners. Having a committee that could help with the setup for the parade is always more than welcome for the downtowner group. There's 5 people on that, and then they recruit more people. So you guys can imagine how challenging it was for you. Imagine only doing that with 5 and doing the whole parade. So I, not making excuses, I'm just saying I'm trying to recruit. So if you have knowledge and expertise or something that you can do that you see would help and make it better, we need it, because we only have 1 parade a year, and it'd be nice maybe if we had more than 1 parade and they weren't 3 hours long, so that there isn't that amount of waiting. So it's coming up with, like you said, I call it thorns and roses. Just having that feedback is very important, and it's very helpful. So I'm glad you guys, I couldn't help for the day of the parade because I was involved with the parade. But I wanted to thank you, and I just wanted to say I loved your entry, and also being able to go to the booth and say hi.
Yes, that was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, the logistics of it is that's the most difficult part. And we could tell that there were some hiccups with the logistics, right? And that's to be expected. And it's also, the more you do it, the more you know. So if it is something that the organization wanted to do again, there are some things that I would make suggestions about. But, we can dive into that if you want to do that again.
Yeah, my comment is, of course, the part about the waiting, that happens in all parades. I mean, I've been in many parades in my entire life, and that the wait, I've been in parades longer than that. So, so yes, that's the hard part, especially if you're standing on asphalt in the hot sun. But with that said, if we know that could be, because it depends on where we're seated and in a parade, whether we're closer to the beginning or closer to the end or somewhere in the middle, will determine on how long we have to wait and what is in front of us as well. So, maybe we can be more prepared with maybe water, or maybe a truck with some chairs, or maybe a pop-up tent if it's allowed. I don't know if a parasol. There's a way we could do it, but then we'd have to find a place to store it while we're walking the parade. And somebody, right? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say because I didn't know any of that. So now knowing that waiting is a big part of that, then I could easily have my truck come through. We could throw camp chairs in the back. I could have put an umbrella in, I could have put several umbrellas in the back of the truck. I could have done, a lot.
Right.
But I just didn't know.
Yeah,
So
of
so
course.
that's what I'm saying, is if we have something next year, or at a future date, it does give us options to make it better. If you're going to have 50 participants, we can't have 50 uncomfortable people.
Right, I agree. And the year before, I was in there for District 2, and but we got lucky. We were more towards the front of the parade, and we got on the street where there was a lot of shade and a lot of places we could find to sit. So, but when we're involving cars, they of course are going to probably put them in a big parking lots, which would make it easier for them to move around. So, these are things that we can always consider in the future.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I think you did a great job, though. Thank you, Rainey.
Well, thanks, because I didn't want to be chair of that committee, but it just kind
Well, You know, it is what it is. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Rainey.
Yes, thank you, Rainey.
Does anybody else have any comments or questions? Okay. No? Where are we? Okay, let's move on to item E, neighborhood chair reports. Neighborhood chairs may individually report on items of interest, of concern to their neighborhoods. The INCO cannot enter into a detailed discussion or take action on any item presented during these reports. Does anybody have any? Okay, Larry, go ahead.
I really don't know how to address this because we have different neighborhoods with different needs. But the bottom line is the city budget. And perhaps INCO could take a stand and among itself in the different neighborhoods, determine what each neighborhood would like to see the city do. Because they have a large budget, but things don't get allocated. For example, street repairs. How many people have dilapidated streets in the neighborhood? Raise their hand. More than one. Quite a few people have dilapidated streets. So where's the city budget on repairing our streets? We have a big list, but never get around to it actually getting done. What issues concern your neighborhood in particular? So my suggestion here is INCO decide to perhaps look at the budget issues and see what INCO can do to help implement budget issues that benefit the neighborhoods prior to the budget hearings. Because the budget hearings take place in April and May, and perhaps by coming up with ideas before that, we can present those to city council because.
Larry, this is on the chair reports. So technically, you should be talking about that. You could have brought that up under future considerations.
Okay,
So,
I apologize.
no, don't, I just want to cut you off before we get in trouble.
Okay, well, all right, I'll sit down then.
And, you know, unless you have something about Lemonwood.
Not really, thank you.
Okay, sorry, Larry.
Hi, good evening. Sandy Diaz from Rio. Lindo, we have an upcoming meeting on January 22nd we meet at the Rio Lindo School cafeteria, and we'll have our beat officer report, and also we have our city manager, Alex, coming to talk about keeping Oxnard safe and self-reliant. And also one other item on our agenda would be the Bahia Street exit and entrance issue, so that will be updated, and also when they're going to start speed humps on St. Mary's. So that's our agenda for the 22nd of January.
Thank you. Next.
Hi guys, Juan Carrillo, Cabrillo Chair. Just wanted to let you guys know about our upcoming meeting, February 11th, 2026. It's our first general meeting of the year. It takes place at Emily Richin Elementary School, 6:30. What's on the agenda? Well, Officer Kaya, he's our beat report officer. He's going to be there. And also, I reached out to the Ventura County. Just want to get their name right. Ventura County Animal Services. So that VCAS, because I think there's also one other one. But yeah, we're going to have Chief Information Officer Randy Friedman there. You know, get the word out about just ways that we can volunteer and be more, put more energy into helping out the animals that are unhoused. I have 3 dogs, so I love dogs, guys. And if you want to come and see your ways to volunteer and help, maybe donate a dog or 2. Or I don't know if they're going to bring dogs, but that'll be fun and exciting. So thanks.
Thank you very much.
Angela Whitecomb, the Wilson neighborhood. We have a meeting coming up January 26th where we're going to have the beat officer give us our report on what happened in Wilson neighborhood. We are also going to have Sarah Ahern from the Del Norte Recycle Center come out and talk about what goes where and bring us those lovely little countertop food waste buckets. And then we're going to do a Christmas tree lane wrap up so we can talk about our thorns and roses, what went well and what needs to change. And I could tell you that vendors on F Street were a huge issue this year. We don't get them on G, but F Street was highly impacted with the amount of illegal vendors. So it's just how do we deal with that as private homeowners. So that's it.
Thank you, and I may have a box I can give you that I don't prefer not to store, of the
I would be
waste.
more than happy to take that. You can drop it off at American Cleaners,
Okay,
and that my office is there.
all right.
Thank you.
Robbie Lucio, Kamala Chair. Kamala Chair. So yeah, we have an upcoming meeting January 29th, which is a Thursday from 6 to 7 at Kamala School. So we'll be holding our election, having a beat coordinator report from Corporal Benson, and our guest speaker is Luli Lopez from the city clerk on ways to get involved in city government. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening, Ronald Arwejo, East Village neighborhood. We'll be having an election meeting next Wednesday, along with a presentation by City Manager Nguyen. And we'll be having our bulky item drop-off in early March. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody's taller than I am, sorry. So my name is Deborah Arvalo, South Bank Chair. We'll be having our upcoming meeting January 22nd as well at Rio del Norte Elementary Cafeteria. We have a new beat officer, so that's exciting. So we'll get his information on our neighborhood crime. I've already put him to work starting December 1st. He's been busy with many different issues in South Bank. In addition, we'll have some city and county representatives. We'll have Miguel Guillen, he's in the back over there, giving an engineer street report. We also have Jeff Palmer from the county, and this is in dealing with the Ventura Road levee project. There's so many questions about that, so we're having a Q&A. I got that confirmed today. Rio Lindo beat me out with the fire department because we went to the town hall meeting, and so I guess they're gonna send a representative to us. So we get, I think, Brandon, somebody else. Yeah, so they're gonna talk about the new fire station that they're developing and proposing on Ventura Road. And we also have Karen Scher from the OUHSD board president. She's running for a candidate for VCOE superintendent. And I'm proud to announce that our Facebook, that's been up and running now for a year and a half, is now up to 90 followers from our neighborhood. And that's really great. And we're excited to promote as well the 311 app. That's like my go-to, and I get 10, 20 phone calls on the weekend about this, that, and the other. 311 app it. Take a picture. Show the location. Do it yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good evening, folks. Paul Schnabelin, Chairman of the River Park Neighborhood Council. We had a really lively meeting in December with the city manager's presentation, with a lot of folks from the city departments, which made it really easy for a lot of people from the neighborhood to ask questions about what was going on in the community, what the city was doing. Had a very lively discussion about what priorities are going to be in the future, and definitely a lot of discussion now. So that was great. Our next meeting is going to be on February 11th. For the folks in the neighborhood, if you haven't had a chance to meet our new beat officer, this is going to be your first opportunity to do that at one of our neighborhood council meetings. So we're looking forward to that. The remaining topics are TBD, but it's always going to be something interesting. So we invite you to come out.
Thank you. Anybody else? How about up here? Yeah. No?
I'm trying to get my meeting scheduled. Unfortunately, I've been called into jury duty the week I was planning it, but I'm gonna have to one. We're gonna be having one in February. I haven't secured the date. I need to get that with you, but we're gonna have elections come in February.
Orchard Park neighborhood, I had their meeting in December. Had Steve Howlett there to discuss our new playground and possible new items in our park. We were also going to discuss the park lights, sport lighting, which my neighborhood does not seem to be happy about right now. But anyways, it was a good meeting, other than the fact that we actually had to have a second and possibly a third meeting because the bids came in so low, the city has to verify that they're accurate, and if they're accurate, they have to get some additional information from the vendors, or the contractors. So we're in the process of setting up our next meeting, hopefully by the end of this month, but we're still waiting on information. So if it's not this month, it'll be at the beginning of next month. And with that, that's it for me. Is there nobody else? Next time, okay. Next time? Okay, all right. All right, so if nobody else has any comments, I'd like to move on to the executive board reports. Does anybody up here have any executive board reports? No? No? I do. I just got to find my notes. I apologize. Huh? Oh, I always forget it. That's a new thing on the item. I always forget it. Thank you very much for catching that for me. Executive Secretary, do you have anything to add on your report?
No report today, thank you.
Thank you for that. All right, so it's not G, that was item F, we just went, okay, thank you. And then, so now we'll move on to item G, Executive Board Reports. And some of you may have seen the email that I had Samantha send out supporting Doug Tauber to be appointed to the Airport Authority. Some of you may or may remember some of the history when we're trying to set up committees, and one of the big ones was the Transportation Committee. And during that time, conversations took place where we understood, although you weren't on the board yet, we understood that you were going for the Airport Authority. Yeah, as a public member. The thing is we didn't think to push it that hard at that point in time. Some things happened during that meeting where only one person was nominated, because before other people could be nominated or put their names in, I guess, something happened, but my understanding is that the item was closed before others could put their name in, and so there was only one person nominated. But I think it was Kelly Long, who was the chair at the time. I know a conversation took place, something happened, and everybody else who was ready to put their name in the bucket didn't get considered. So now Doug is considering it again, and I think one of the reasons why I want people from the neighborhoods to get involved in other committees and other things is because then we can be more educated, so we can be better stewards for our residents as well as our city, because, you know, how do we make recommendations if we're not well educated on the subject we're going to be talking about? So we want people to be involved in other big topics. So I know that several people on the executive board is behind me on nominating or supporting Doug Tauber to be nominated to the Airport Authority. I actually did a petition for those that didn't get their letters of support in on time. For anybody who wants to support him, I made a little petition for support for people to sign that Walt will take in and provide it on the date, January 8th, at the time of the meeting. So we can show that Doug does have support from this membership. And so I welcome all of you to sign it. And that's my report, and and the reasons why you have received that email from Samantha through me, I suppose. So please, before you leave, please show your support for Doug if you're willing. and sign that thing so we can take it in and show the other support. Now, if you want to make your, I think you still have time to make your own comments, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't want to sign the petition, you can also attend the meeting, either in person or via Zoom. And then you can put your name in to show your support to whomever you choose to support. The airport authority meeting is held at the Department of Airports Administration Office Conference Room at 555 Airport Way, Suite B, Camarillo, California, of course. And it starts it's Thursday, January 8th at 6:30 p.m. And like I said, you can either attend in person or via Zoom, and it still doesn't hurt to sign the petition. And that's my report for you. Okay?
And if you want to find the Zoom link, it's on, go to Ventura County Airports, and there should be advisory boards under,
Yeah.
and they'll have the meeting agenda, and you clip it on the Zoom from that. And I do appreciate anybody's support. Thank you.
And in my email, I did also put the link as well. I actually attached the agenda item with the link to it. Okay, and if you want.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to serve on this board. I didn't give quite the most rousing election speech that day, so thank you for your support. I really believe it's just about a miracle that the neighborhood council system and the INCO exists in this city, and I'm very committed to make sure that it all works as effectively and impactfully as possible. And so to that end, it's going to be kind of my goal this year to really learn and listen to as many voices from all you guys, elected officials, city staff, anybody I could corner and get an answer out of as to what this really needs to look like and how we could be more impactful. So I look forward to working with everybody to accomplish that and make that happen. But yeah, thank you again. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much.
You know, they say time is money, and I can't afford to lose any time, so I'm here to work with any of you out there that want to see some positive change in the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. With that, let's move on to item H. Items for future consideration. Members may request that items be placed on future agenda for extended discussion. Go ahead, Larry.
Thank you very much. I'm Larry Stein, the chairman of the Lemonwood neighborhood. One of the concerns I have is budgets. And the budget process concludes approximately April or May. That's too late to present ideas. So if their neighborhoods like to have issues addressed, perhaps the INCO could propose suggestions and ideas to present to our city council members. We are an advisory board to the city council, and there are issues I've noticed that have not been addressed budget-wise. The city has planned for certain things, but things don't get executed. For example, neighborhood streets. They say, so we're going to fix this neighborhood street or that neighborhood street. It doesn't get fixed. Lemonwood, for example, has not had major street repairs for 30 years. I'm sure there are other neighborhoods whose streets could be used for repairs. But the city doesn't seem to have the money. Always says, oh, we don't have the money for this. Well, they do have the money. They just don't want to allocate it to neighborhoods. And I would suggest there are issues that you may want to bring up that are important to you. And perhaps we can use this time to address this, to see what neighborhoods have issues, and how things can be budgeted for a long period of time. For example, developer fees were paid for East Village and West Village. That monies were paid by people when they bought their homes, and that reimbursed the developers who paid development fees to the city. And those developers' fees were supposed to pay for certain things, like a park and a fire station.
Right.
developer fees have been paid, but the infrastructure that the developer fees are supposed to go towards have not been done. That's just one example.
So you would like us to get something on
The point is, might take an opportunity to present ideas and concerns that you have as a neighborhood, to present to the neighborhood, to the INCO as ideas that the INCO could address to the city. It's just an idea.
And we can get that on the agenda as well.
Put that on agenda, yes. Thank you.
So, but maybe we should do a timeline on that, or, you know, all right, but I'll think about it. Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea.
Hi, guys. Juan Carrillo, Cabrillo neighborhood. So yeah, earlier I mentioned, this mailbox issue. So I propose that we get a lot of the stakeholders involved and, get everyone in a room, see what we can flesh out. I think because, the implications of it being a crime, so Oxnard Police Department, getting the city, getting the council, the postmaster, just trying to get as many heads in this space where we figure out what can we do to prevent these sorts of thefts and property damage to our neighborhood. And yeah, you guys let me know what you need from me, though, but I'm here to help.
Yeah, I'm thinking since US Mail is federal, I think the police that should be involved are the feds. Huh? Well, yeah, the Postmaster General as well, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Yes, I think we should.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
All right, thanks.
Hi, good evening, Ronald Arwejo, East Village neighborhood. As the former moderator for several election rounds hosted by the INCO, I believe that we're in a position to try to do moderation of another election for, not moderating the elections, but a candidate forum for the June primaries. And so hopefully you can put on your executive board or the next agenda setting that up. I may not be the chair of the neighborhood, but I'm still willing to help. And so I look forward to helping or doing that as needed for the INCO, both for June and for November. Thank you.
Thank you.
I forgot to mention on my last round that my next meeting is also an election meeting, so I might not also be the chair. I can pretty much guarantee I won't be the chair because I'm not volunteering. I'm stepping down. But I wanted to bring up the idea of the INCO looking into lighting. My neighborhood is very, very dark. We have maybe 1 or 2 lights, and they're above the trees as opposed to under the trees. So I don't know what other neighborhoods are like. I also know that the Oxnard Boulevard corridor is very dark. So maybe if we could all just kind of do a poll about what the lighting's like in our neighborhood, that we could let our representatives know so they can, like Larry said, get it on the budget, because I can tell you that the boulevard is not on the upcoming.
Is there a certain section of Oxnard Boulevard that has less lighting?
It's in the Hobson, I think I'd have to look. It's Oxnard Boulevard by 7th Street. There's kind of between Oxnard Boulevard and 5th. That area right there. There's a bunch of lights that are out, and some of them are Edison, and some of them are, because the city's not in charge of everything, but I think if we can...
We can still raise it.
Raise up the issue. So, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Anybody else? Anybody up here? We'll be talking about next week anyway, so there's nothing further. And without... Oh, okay.
So we can't store these signs. If anybody wants their neighborhood sign, take it, and then they're going to recycle. All of my very hard work has been destroyed. But that's nice.
Okay, all right. So without objection, meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you very much, Doug. I appreciate the pen, because I didn't bring my purse with me today. So I don't know how I did that, but.